Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Bigakar Ahmed, and welcome to today's video. Today, I'm bringing you guys something that is super important. And these are essentially the signs and the indications that the Antichrist is among us, that he is going to be arriving. Because a lot of people ask the question and beg to differ. How is some man or some type of thing going to come to the earth and trick most of humanity into worshiping it as God, into following it into a destructive path, to being this false messiah? How could the whole world population become so brainwashed? Well, the world has to be in a deceptive state for someone who is a deceiver, who is going to deceive you and make you believe something that is not what it is. He's going to need the world to be in a deceptive state. And as we all can see, the world is becoming very deceptive. There's so much information, it is very hard to cycle through it, and it is almost impossible to figure out what is true, what is false, what is right, what is wrong nowadays. I would like to go into the beautiful words of the Imam Ali, who, if a lot of you don't know who Imam Ali is, I'm going to explain this because it's very important that you guys understand where I'm getting this information from and who my sources are. The Imam Ali is the cousin of the Prophet Muhammad. The Prophet Muhammad did not grow up with his parents. The Prophet Muhammad grew up with his uncle. And his uncle had a son, and that son name was Ali, or Ali. And this gentleman, Imam Ali, grew up with the Prophet Muhammad, and every time the Prophet Muhammad got revelation or Quran, the Imam Ali was his right hand man. He was there through it all. They were raised together. They practically had the same father. So this man is very important to the religion of Islam, and he is very important to the preservance of the message of Islam. The Imam Ali, someone who the Prophet had given his daughter's hand in marriage to. That's how important this man was, that the Prophet Muhammad wanted his lineage to continue through this man. He wanted his daughter, he thought his daughter would be safest with this man. He thought this man was the most knowledgeable at that time. That's why he would allow his daughter to marry this man. This man led the Muslim Ummah and the Muslim empire at the time as well. So this is a very important person in the Muslim world, and this is someone who has great significance and great credibility. So we're going to go ahead and figure out what the Imam Ali said about these signs that are leading up to the Dajjal. Okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into this. With Islam and with these hadiths, which are sources of narrations from people at the time of the Prophet or time of these Imams, you can see there's something called a chain of narration, just so everybody understands. Like, who gave you the story? How do you know he even said it? As you can see, it says narrated by Muhammad bin Ibrahim bin Ishaq, right? And then narrated by Abdul Azan bin Yahya Juladi, right? So it shows you the line of narrations. Why is this important? Because it's showing you that this person got it from this person, and this person got it from this person, and this person got it from this person, this person got it from this person, all the way back to Imam Ali. Okay? This is very important in Islam because this is where we get our credible proofs. This is how we know, okay, so this message, this text has been passed on for 1,000 years. And it's been passed on through this chain of people and narrators. And you can look through those chain of people and narrators and see, okay, is this guy unreliable, or is this guy uncredible? This guy like kill people and steal and gamble? Then this source is not the source, okay? So if you would like, anyone can go ahead and take all of these names, right, to figure out, hey, are these people credible? Is this source credible? Who are these people? What did they do? What did they say? And should I listen to this chain of narration from these people? But that would take us hours of research on these people at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and just read what Imam Ali had said. If you guys want to prove the credibility of this source, I will go ahead and leave the link down in the description below. You are more than welcome to go ahead and click this link and do all of the research you want yourself. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this. So, the Imam said, known that the signs are as to follow. So what is he talking about? He's going to be talking about the signs that are leading up to the coming of the Antichrist, or the false Messiah, or the Dajjal, which means deceiver in Arabic. When people would forget the prayers, trusts will be betrayed. Lying would be considered lawful. Usury will become common, which is like interest. You cannot escape interest in today's day and age. Lying is considered lawful. Like, you can just lie whenever you want. Like, you can go to court and take your lawyer and you can lie about your whole case, and it's lawful. You're allowed to lie as long as you hide the evidence. You're allowed to lie. You're allowed to be a liar. Trust will be betrayed. That's everyone and everything wherever you go. Bribes will be rampant. People will get paid off for doing specific tasks and doing specific things. Tall buildings will be constructed. Religion will be sold in exchange for worldly gains. You see this in mosques, you see this in churches, you see this in synagogues, you see this all over the world, how they utilize religion to make profit and change and mutilate the brains of human beings. Fools will be in power. As you can see, who's in power at the moment? We have Joe Biden, guy can't even speak a proper sentence. We have complete fools in power. We have 5-year-olds in power. Advice will be sought from women. So people will start going to women to seek advice. It is a natural instinct for a woman to seek a man's protection and provisioning. That is natural. If you ask any women on this planet what they seek in a man and what makes a man, sexy to them, or what attracts them to a man, it's a man's confidence. It's a man being able to feed her knowledge and give her information and give her protection and provision. When a woman sees that a man is knowledgeable, when a woman sees that a man can teach her things and protect her and do these things, that's what drives a woman to love a man. That's what drives a woman to do anything for a man. So this is saying right here that advice will be sought from women, meaning that men will no longer be the ones who gatekeep this advice. Women will have to come and take a stand, and they will have to be the ones that you seek advice from, because men are no longer doing it. Relationships will be broken off. The divorce rate is insanity. And I believe it is Portugal. In Portugal, it's 93% divorce rate. In the United States, it's somewhere around 60% divorce rate. That means more than half of marriages do not end up working out. Carnal desires will be widely followed. Bloodshed will be considered a minor matter. I mean, who cares? There's millions and millions of people being slaughtered all over the world in the last year, and no one cares. No one gives a flying crap. Forbiddance will be looked upon as weakness and oppression and be considered a matter of pride. So what is this saying? Forbiddance, meaning the things that are forbidden, like being gay, or taking interest, or not believing in God, or stealing, or pornography. All of these things that are forbidden, okay, they'll be looked upon as a weakness. So people will start calling you, hey, you're a virgin, you're a prude, or you're really cheap with your money, you should just blow it on fancy things. Like this forbiddance, when people have morals and values and they have a forbiddance, when they say this is haram, this is halal, this is acceptable, this is non-acceptable, that will be looked at as a weakness. And oppression will be considered a matter of pride. So people who are oppressed will be the ones who have the pride. So the gay people who are oppressed, they will have this pride, the pride parades, and the people who are oppressed will have pride. The porn stars will have pride. But the one who covers her body, the one who is modest, is the one who is going to end up being looked at as weak or oppressed. Kings and rulers will be sinners and transgressors. Marshals will be liars. So your kings and your rulers will be transgressors. They'll transgress and destroy your planet and you. And the ministers shall be liars. Your sheikhs, your priests, your popes, your rabbis, they will become liars. The general public shall be dishonest. The reciters of Quran will be transgressors. False testimony will be acceptable. Sins would be committed openly. Lying false allegations will be a common thing. So people just make up random stuff and believe that's true. Sinful and rebellion will be rife. The Quran will be looked down upon. Mosques will be decorated. minarets will be elevated. So that mosques will be decorated. They'll have these big fancy jewels, and they'll spend millions and millions of dollars on mosques while people are homeless. And the Quran will be looked down upon. If you come and you check out my comment section, you'll know exactly what this is referring to. Evil people will be accorded honor. So evil people will have honor. Rose, instead of displaying unity, will present a scenario of strife. Hearts of the people will be distant from each other. Oaths and promises will be readily broken. That which has been promised will come near. Greed for wealth will impel people to take women as partners in business. Voices of singers will rise up high, and they shall find much audience. Singers are the biggest thing on the whole entire planet. They have some of the largest influence, and they are the ones that sell their soul. The lowly people shall become leaders of the community. Your porn stars, your drug dealers, the people who commit usury and use people will be the people at the top. Your banks who commit usury are at the top. The women who strip their clothes naked are at the top. The men who deal drugs and murder people are at the top. Male and female singers shall be procured on payment, meaning that they're going to be paid like an insane amount above all other people. The people of this age will curse the people of the past. Women will ride horses. Women will resemble men, and men will resemble women. Only in the last 10 years have we seen this throughout human history. Not that a man dressed up as a woman or a woman dressed up as a man, is that it's acceptable within society. This has never been something that has been acceptable within society. And just remember that women will resemble men and men will resemble women. To even make this claim when it has never been witnessed within a society until the last 10 years is insanity. To read this and to see this and then to see it happening within my day-to-day life, within my society, within my, my community. Witnesses will testify without being asked to, and to do so, being asked to do so. And other people without recognizing the truth, and in other than religion, they will give deep thought and give testimony. So what this is saying is people, no matter if they have common knowledge on a specific subject or not, they will come out and they will speak as if they know what they're talking about. And they will give testimonies and they will testify as if they know what they're doing and if they recognize the truth. But really, they're just giving a bunch of deep thought and giving testimony, but they have no clue what is actually happening. Because no one asked them. Like if people are, two scientists are talking about science and then some random guy comes in and is like, no, it's like this, it's like this. Like, who invited you here? Who asked you? And why do you feel like you have the credibility to come here and even talk to us about this specific subject? This is the world today. People just think they can talk about whatever they want, however they want. Just because they have Google, they're just like a massive, their brains are just like, they're all Einstein. They're all philosophers in a way. World will be given precedence over the hereafter, so people will love this world more than their afterlife, which is exactly what's happening. Apparently there will be like wolves, but in their hearts they will be more like rotten and Karen. So what this means is like people will be like wolves. Everyone's gonna be like a wolf, and attack. But in their hearts, they're rotten, and they're rotten to the core, essentially. So it's not their wolf in a good way. Like, oh yeah, man, you're the wolf of Wall Street. You're a wolf. Like, you're doing it. You're a wolf. Yeah, you're doing it. You're taking over. You're being the man. You're being this. You're being that. But your heart is rotten. They shall all stink and more bitter than aloe. At the time, all will say, hurry up, hurry up. At the time, the Beit ul Maqdis. I'm sorry, I don't pronounce some words very, very well because I'm reading them like this. This is the mosque. Will be the best place to live in, and a time will come upon the people that everyone will wish to reside there. I'm going to show you guys where this is located, and I'm going to show you guys why this is incredible, truly incredible. This is the mosque, Al-Aqsa Mosque, right? and this is found at the core of Jerusalem, but not current Jerusalem, Old Jerusalem, which is currently located in Palestine. Where? In Gaza. Amazing. So, it's interesting that the Imam Ali right here is telling us that people will wish to reside in this land, and this will be the best place to live. And currently, Israel is continuously destroying this place to try to seize it and to try and take it. Why? Why is there so much tension in that exact area right now? Why does everyone want to live there? Why does everyone want to be there? Trust me, and he says there's a time where everyone on the planet will wish to reside there. There's a reason that they want that land. There's a reason that there is tension there. There's a reason that there is genocide happening. There's a reason that these things have been happening for the last 100 years. They are this sign right here. They are this sign right here. This is the man who is talking, and he said to the Imam, "Who will be the Dajjal?" And the Imam replied, "The name of the Dajjal is Sa'id bin Sa'id. Thus one who supports him is unfortunate, and are fortunate who deny him. He shall emerge from Yahudi village of Isfahan." This village is Isfahan is located in Iran, okay, in modern day Iran. And this village is filled with Jewish people. I think it has a population, if I'm not mistaken, of around 10,000 Jewish people there. And it's located in Iran. So for other people also saying like Jewish people don't live anywhere else in the Middle East, and they literally have communities all over the Middle East, including Iran, in this city. And as you can see from this prophecy of signs, that the Dajjal, or the Antichrist, will emerge from that village in Iran. He shall be blind in the right eye. These descriptions are very important because you can take these metaphorically and you can take these also physically, okay? He shall be blind in the right eye. The left will be on the forehead like a bloody piece, which would be glinting like the morning star. There's a very, very importance here on all the vocabulary, okay? He shall be blind in the right eye. Today and age, you guys see this thing where there's right and there's left, right and left, right and left. The people on the right have more of a strict guideline. These people are like, no gay marriage, no abortion. We're gonna, like, they focus more on objective things, where the left is more open, like, do whatever you want, you know, like, if you want to do this, do this, if you want to do this, do that. More like liberal in a sense, okay? So when he says he shall be blind in the right eye, okay, this is literary. This means he's literally blind in the right eye. But I also see this as a sign that he's literally blind in the right eye. Like, he cannot see right. He can only see left. He can only see this leftist idea, this leftist mindset. And I think that's very important because they use vocabulary words in our day-to-day age, in our day-to-day media, like left and right, on purpose, right? Like terrorist, on purpose. These are key words. They have been slamming in your head for 10 plus years, okay? The left eye will be on his forehead like a bloody piece. A bloody piece is, they used to put these stones in their head in the center of their forehead, and they used to actually go inside their forehead. If you guys have ever seen Lil Uzi Vert, who is a rapper, he is a hip-hop rapper, Lil Uzi Vert has a stone in the middle of his forehead. If you don't know about him, please go research Lil Uzi Vert stone. You will see this bloody piece inside of his head. So what is he saying? He's saying the left will be on his forehead like a bloody piece. So he'll look exactly like Lil Uzi Vert, right? Lil Uzi Vert, I'm going to tell you something about him. His name, if you say it really fast, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Uzi Vert, it is Lucifer. It is spelled out as Lil Lucifer. And he goes and gets a bloody piece on the middle of his forehead. This rapper, who named himself Lucifer, had gone and got a bloody piece on the middle of his forehead. That's very interesting. It lines up very much with this. I'm not saying Lil Uzi Vert is the Antichrist. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that this man is representing the Antichrist. He's calling upon him. He is setting the world stage up for this to come, okay? He's making the image of this normalized and normal. He's making people worship him in his music with this stone on his forehead. So when the actual Antichrist comes, they worship this man. They're okay with it. It is reinforcement, which will be glinting like the morning star, meaning it will shine like his forehead will shine like the morning star. There's a very, very, very interesting thing about the word right here, morning star, okay? I'm going to show you. Morning star. The word morning star, no. Morning star is linked to Satan, okay? This right here is a show called Lucifer. Lucifer is a show on Netflix, and this is about the devil coming to earth and whatnot, okay? And Lucifer, his last name is Morning Star in the show. Morning Star is the star that is the first star to come up in the morning, and is this very, very bright star, okay? This star, okay, is representative of Lucifer or the devil, and people used to worship and pray to this star, and it is a big representation of Lucifer. It is a very, very big sign in the Freemason religion as well. If you guys would like to go look, the morning star is a huge symbol and representation in this religion. One other thing I want to show you guys right here is the all-seeing eye. This right here, guys, this thing on your dollar, do you see it? This is the exact description. The exact description of what Imam Ali just gave us of the Antichrist. Is it or is it not? Let's take a look one more time. He shall be blind in the right eye. Right? The left eye will be on his forehead like a bloody piece, and it will be glinting like the morning star. Look. One eye in the center, because it's a pyramid. There can only be, that is the most center point of the pyramid. Okay? And there is an eye, one eye, okay? Which is what? The left or the right eye? And then it is glinting like the morning star. So what is it doing on the top of the pyramid? And why is it split? And why is it glinting? Why is it shining? It's very interesting that the United States of America has gone ahead and they have created a symbol that represents their nation and represents paganism and all of these different things, and call themselves a a religious nation, a Christian nation. In God we trust. And then they specifically implement and put into your face the exact description of what the Antichrist is. Amazing. On his forehead will be inscribed kafir, disbeliever, which will be readable to the illiterate as well as the literate. Meaning, you're going to be able to tell it's deception. It's clearly a lie. This guy is clearly the Antichrist. It'll be very clear. Okay? That's where I'm going to stop right now. Okay, guys? I'm going to stop the video right here. And I think all of the signs that I've just read, even though it was just a few paragraphs, I've been able to go on for quite some time, because we see all of these things in our day-to-day days. And a lot of these things have only happened throughout history in the last 10 to 20 to 50 to 100 years. A lot of these signs that are being quoted here have happened very, very, very recently, if not in our time, in our parents' time, or our grandparents' time. So this is stuff that is all happening very rapidly and very fast, and we're seeing it, and we're seeing all the symbols and all the signs. I mean, you can't make it up, guys. You literally can't make it up. Like, how is he saying they're going to want to live in the mosque, they're going to fight over the mosque and all of this stuff? And look what's happening today in modern day Israel. Look what they're doing in Gaza. Look what he says about the Dajjal when he describes him, when he describes this deceiver, how he describes him as as this one-eyed in the center that shines like the morning star, and the vocabulary that's used, and how all that same vocabulary is used in today's day and age in paganism. And look, that is the exact, like, if you took, right, I know the Dajjal, the Antichrist, is a human. He's a person that will come. But if you took the exact description of what I just told you and you turned it into a logo, because I'm a graphic designer, so if someone came to me and gave me that description and goes, make this a logo, this is the exact logo I'd bring you. It's wild. Why do all the celebrities do this? Why? What is this? And pay attention. What eye the celebrity raises it over. Pay attention to all of their little symbolisms, all of the little things. And who does all of this stuff the most? The singer. The one who is also prophesied to be the most paid and the most controlled, and singers will influence the world and have the top pay and the top power. That's who promotes this one the most. Not your politicians. Your singers, your artists. Who's stripping on stripper poles down to hell, and who's dressing up as demons and devils, and who's disrespecting the name of Jesus. Are the Muslims your enemy? Are the Christians actually your enemy? Are the Jewish people actually your enemy? You guys wake up. Black, white, Christian, Muslim, Chinese, like, wake up. Satan is your enemy. He is awake. He is alive. He is here. Look what is happening in front of you. They're preparing the world for the return, for the coming of the Antichrist, for the coming of the Dajjal, the deceiver, the false Messiah. Guys, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming in today. And I appreciate every single one of you. If you guys have any questions, if you guys would like to share anything with me personally, you can go ahead and leave that down in the description below. You can email me. You can direct message me. If you'd like, you can add me on Discord and we can chat. We can actually talk through Discord. If any of you want to have a live talk or a live debate, we can go ahead and set that up as well. I enjoy talking. I enjoy opening specific subjects and debating specific things. I think truth is very, very important, and I'm covering this specific subject because truth is very important to me. I don't care if you're Muslim, if you're Christian, if you're Jewish, if you're Hindu, if you're whatever. I don't care. I care about the truth. In this world that I live in this deceptive world that I live in, where all of these signs right here are made prominent in front of my face, where it makes it very hard for me to determine what's real, what's false, what's true, I need to build a community. I need to speak aloud. I need to express my points, and I need to discuss with people directly. I cannot allow the media to feed me the information. I have to become the media. I have to allow people to come and converse with me in person and talk and engage with people and engage with the information and engage with the history. That's how you steer away from the deception. Pray to your Lord, disconnect from this world. Pray to your Lord and ask him for guidance, ask him for forgiveness, ask him to show you. He will show you. I promise you he'll show you. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. This is one of the most important subjects that you could be focusing on in today's day and age. All of these signs are prominent. If I've showed you literally the U.S. symbol, and it's specifically described by Imam Ali over 1,400 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. This was 1,400 years ago, and this is the description that we were given about what is to come before the Antichrist. And never has 90% of this happened in human history until today, until the last 10 years. And it's not like, oh, it was one sign or two signs. There is literally 40 signs, 50 signs I literally just read out of my mouth that are currently happening today. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. I love you all. I appreciate you all. God bless. And free Palestine, baby.